Hey everyone, and welcome back to Todos Santos. In this mini episode, we're going to work on a couple of projects, beginning with 4 of our Residenciales. We're going to start with this one, just south of the freeway from the mall. Now, despite having made these fairly recently on the series, we have some brand new, authentic Puerto Rican public housing assets. So we're going to go in and replace those in this one, and in this one across the freeway, right next to the mall as well. These first two are a lot more straightforward, basically just replacing each building with a new asset. But if we jump across our totally normal stack interchange to the University District, we have a couple that are going to need to be totally revamped. When I originally built these, I was not really copying them straight from Google Earth, but I did pick out a few locations to use as inspiration. But at the time, I didn't really understand the way San Juan is laid out in real life. And one of the most important aspects of the urban fabric of San Juan is the Residencial, which is basically the public housing system. And they seem to have somewhat distinct road networks in that there are a few points of entry from the normal road network, but it's going to have a system of blocks that is usually at odds with the surrounding road network. So I wanted to give these next two neighborhoods a more distinct road network that stands out a little bit more from the surroundings. And then, of course, all that's left after that is to put in our new assets and do a little bit of detailing. Moving just a little bit down the road, we have what just might be our largest Residencial in the city. And this one, I really was not happy with the look of it. I think I even mentioned it when I was recording the commentary for the original episode, which I think was the University Details episode, quite a while ago now. So I finally decided to just, instead of ignoring it, actually fix it. So I'm going to get rid of all the buildings and details that were originally there, and we're also going to rework the road network. Like I said, I want something that stands out a little bit more compared to the surrounding neighborhoods. Now we're almost done with the layout, but I did think it was integrated a little bit too much with the surrounding neighborhoods, so we're just going to go in, delete most of these connections, and that way we have these houses backed up against the apartments of the Residencial, which I think looks really cool, and it kind of shows that contrast that I was talking about. I didn't want to add too many details to this, just would have turned into much bigger of a project than I had originally planned for, but I did think it needed a little something. We do have a bus stop along this main avenue, so I thought this might be a good spot to have a detailed bus stop, of course, but also to have an entrance to the Residencial. Often these seem to be fenced off, not like a gated community fully, but definitely fenced off along the main avenues, so I wanted to do that and have a nice little decorated entrance. Alright, so we are completely done remodeling our Residenciales, at least for now. And the only problem left with that is that we have all these people moving in, causing a traffic jam, but that'll resolve itself while we go do something else. Northwest of the mall, you can find our transit services. And this is, of course, where all of our buses come from. Slin, who made our custom ambulances and police cars, has been kind enough to make us a set of custom buses as well. Going to replace these props of these waiting buses here. And then finally, with that taken care of, we're going to replace every single one of our normal bus lines with our new buses. Now, I'm really excited about this set because each bus has a unique identifier on it. So the bus actually tells you what line number and name it's running on, which I think is so cool. It's not dynamic or anything, it's just a unique asset for each line. We have 13 main lines in Todos Santos, and then there are 2 express lines as well. So the process I'm using for this is just using improved public transportation 2, finding the line I want to replace, removing all the current vehicles, and then selecting the type. I found out that you can actually search here, so you don't have to manually scroll down the entire list to find the bus you're looking for. And then I would just add the proper line, and then add some more vehicles to repopulate our bus lines. Of course, you're just seeing a fraction of that. I'm going to cut most of it out because it's pretty much the same thing over and over again. But I did that for all 13 lines, plus the express lines as well. I'm really happy with how these look. I wanted them to be as colorful as possible, and Slin definitely delivered. And now we have these eye-catching, maybe even eye-popping buses running all over the city, and you can really see them from a distance. And, you would see those on the street and just be like, yeah, that's a Todos Santos bus. Immediately recognize it. So thank you so much to Slin for making these custom buses that are currently marching on and on and on and on and on and on out of the bus depot. It's still going. And there's a dog. It just got killed. Okay. That's terrible. Still going. I mean, we have like 13 lines. They each probably have like 8 to 10 buses, so it's going to be a while. And there's a semi. Hit the child. That's good. That guy's dead. That guy too. Another dog. Thank you so much for watching this mini episode of Todos Santos. I really hope you enjoyed your short amount of time in the city today, and I cannot wait to see you on the next one. Bye-bye.